Should I look into the camera or at you?
It's fine. You can look wherever you want. Can I speak Chinese?
Yeah.
Oh.
说中文可以。
I prefer speaking English. I can express things more clearly. If I speak Chinese, it does make me feel quite comfortable as well.
What's her name?
Tomo.
Leo. Oh, full name? Leonardo Hallward. It's a German name.
Full name. Tomokazu Kimura.
杨俊廷 is Chinese name.
My name is Sean Chen. Chinese name is Chen Shaoen.
I'm Leonardo Hallward. I'm half German and half Chinese. I was born and raised in Italy, and I came to London 2 years ago.
My nationality is British. I was born in Tianjin, China, yeah. But I moved here when I was around 10, 11.
New Zealand. My parents are both from Beijing. Both of them are from Beijing. They came to New Zealand in 1980-ish, around 1980-ish. And that's when they decided to start a family and raise their children in a Western culture.
I was born in Miyagi Prefecture in Japan, and as soon as I was born, I moved to Zambia, Africa.
What's your mother tongue?
Japanese.
What's my mother?
Mother tongue.
What do you mean?
I mean, what kind of native speaker you are, you think?
Technically German, but I feel more comfortable speaking English.
My mother tongue is Chinese. However, I'm kind of slowly forgetting.
What kind of porn video you watch?
What kind of what?
Porn video.
Porn. Like,
Porn?
Porn video.
Oh my god, it's daytime. It's in the morning. I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of porn I like the most. I need to be drunk to talk about it.
It's mostly
I like
random pics.
I think I
like-
would watch a bit
whatever
like
It's like
Pops
normal
on
vanilla
face.
stuff.
has
Normal
more
stuff.
natural
kinky
atmosphere.
Levels.
ones.
Because all of them looks
Like kinky
Fake.
is just like, you know how people
Oh
have
yeah,
like
it does.
so maybe
specific like fetish
I
amateur.
do
kind of
like
thing.
I mean,
Asian girls with Western men.
Like Western girl most of
I
the time.
wish
Oh.
Western
I think
and
a mix.
Japanese both of it.
But like it
Because
was, I
Asian
think
men
it started
are
off
maybe
as
half and
Western,
half.
but I think
Not that
now I'm
great to
more
look at.
towards Asian
during,
ones.
during porn.
No,
pics.
no, I
Yeah.
No offense.
Do I like my face?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I have no complaints.
I mean, I don't like it and I don't hate it. It's just something I have. I can't do much about it.
which part of your face you like best?
I think I like my eyes
Eyes,
Eyebrow.
because no, actually,
they're the same as my mother's and my brother's.
I don't know. I've never thought about that. Maybe
yeah.
my eyes.
That's the part I like the most.
Just ever since I'm young, I've always like struggling with kind of my look because I just don't like my face. I think my eyes are too small, my nose too flat, it's too big, and my whole face is too long, and my mouth is like, I've got a 5 o'clock shadow up there, so it looks like I have a mustache. Which part of my face?
I do have a bit of a slanted eyes compared to Italians, at least, and that's why appearance-wise, very often I would feel different from the others. In Italy, for example, well, they tell me, well, you don't look Italian. And then when I go to Germany to visit my grandparents, they also tell me, oh, you don't look German. And when I go to China, I'm also told that I don't look Chinese. So what do I look like? I asked myself a lot. And I was always very confused about that.
So how do you figure it out?
I just look at my passport and whatever nationality it is, that's what I am. But usually when I introduce myself now, I always include all 3 nationalities just to instantly clear things up. because well, once people know that you are mixed, like Asian Western mixed, there's not really much they can say because, well, they know you're mixed and they can't really pinpoint you to one single location.
I don't think I've ever feel confused about who I am. I think probably I'm more aware of what people think I am. Because especially in current situation right now with the coronavirus, like I'm scared that people would think I'm coming from China, if you get what I mean. Although that's not like a really bad thing, but it's just when I think that way, I would think, oh my god, they would think I have it. They don't know that I've been growing up here for like 10 years and haven't been to anywhere else. But then they would just see me as a Chinese because of my face. Like if I go back, yeah, I look the same, but then I think differently. Whereas here, I think the same, but I look differently. So it's just like, where do I belong? Like, where do I go? Like, I'm stuck.
How do I think of going back to China?
I mean, like, do you feel related or you feel strange?
A little strange because when I go back, I don't have any friends there. So when I go back, it's mostly with my parents and family members. So with people that are a lot older. And the only person that is roughly my age is my cousin, or my family, or my mum's like friends, or they have like daughters or like sons. I can interact with them, but most of the time it's just with my family, older people. So in that way, it can get a little bit strange, not strange, but maybe a little bit boring because I feel like I can't really connect with them. They're a different environment, growing up in a different sort of time period, culture and everything's different. When I want to talk about more like deeper stuff or stuff that requires more like stronger vocabulary, sometimes I can't instantly think of that vocabulary and conversations become a bit awkward and slow because I would have to tell them to wait and I have to look it up and then explain. And that's just an annoying thing when I want to have a nice conversation that flows and doesn't stop because I don't know the vocabulary. It's quite tough.
Which country of the citizen you believe you are?
It depends on where you are. Depends on when you ask me. I think it keeps changing. The fact that I had to say I'm Japanese, I think there's something to it. Because if you're living in Japan and if you're Japanese, you wouldn't say you're Japanese. I say Japanese because I'm outside of my country. No, I think I was refused to think about the identity. I didn't want to think about it because I didn't want to see the person from the nationality aspect. And I think I hated being Japanese because every country I visited or everywhere I go, I think I was trying to be a person from that country.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Not really, thank you. That's all.
Okay.
I think that's 20 seconds. Okay, my question is, why do you want to do this topic?